What is up, guys? It's Brilliantmeister here, and welcome to episode 6 of my Slayer vlog series. I hope everybody's been enjoying the series. I've got a lot of good feedback and everything on it, so if you have been enjoying the series, don't forget to give this video a like. In today's episode, we talk about the May behind the scenes that Jagex have just dropped, and any possible content that could be coming over the future. Hey guys, it's Brilliantmeister here, and today we're doing a Corrupted Warrior task. What I want to talk about in this video is the May behind the scenes reveal. Before we get into that, I just want to let you all know that I've made a Discord server and a Twitter account if any of you are interested in following that. Links to both of them will be in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying this series, and leave a like, as it does really help with making my motivation, really. So yeah, onto the behind the scenes. So on the face of it, it does look like there's not a lot of updates really coming in May. In fact, in their own video, they kind of took the piss and said that there wasn't much going on really. But they did tease quite a lot that there was a big update coming towards the end of the summer, or that they were going to reveal what this big update was going to be at some point during this month. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure they'll hype it up more than it's going to be worth in the end. But, you know, we'll see. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt on this one for now. So the updates that we do have are a new quest called Desperate Times, the Song of Seren weekend, and a treasure hunter promotion thing that they always do. They always do treasure hunter promotions. They love their little microtransactions. So I'll cover all of these. And they're also doing an aura sale, which, I mean, that's kind of useful. I mean, use your loyalty points wisely. You can get yourself more auras for your money, I guess, or for your points, which is pretty sweet if you haven't got any of the high-level PVM or just quality of life auras that you might want. It's quite handy. So we'll take a little bit of a deeper look into the updates one by one now. So the first one that they mentioned was the Desperate Times quest. They said in their video that it was kind of a step on from in the Elder Gods storyline. So I'm guessing that'll be a 6th age quest rather than the old 5th age ones that they were doing before that. So I guess that'll be quite a modern. Their new quests, the 6th age ones like the World Wakes and all that kind of one, they're all been quite good quests, to be honest. So I'm sure it'll be an enjoyable quest to do. It's quite a mid-level quest, and they said it is part of a new quest series. So hopefully it'll set up to a nice quest line, which will be good for the future. So the requirements for this are quite low. You only need 50 mining, smithing and divination, which is quite low skill requirements, and you need to have completed the needle skips and You Are It, which I believe are both fairly new quests that they brought out quite recently anyway. So it does follow on from the newer quests. There's no old requirements and there's no particularly hard requirements. So we'll see what this is going to be. Hopefully there's not too many puzzles in it, and it's got a good bit of like interesting lore behind it, and hopefully a nice boss fight or something like that, even if it's only a mid-level easy boss fight. Just something interesting, not just constant puzzles. I mean, who wants to do like Morning's End Part 2 or Within the Light, really? You do it because you have to do it. So the next update that they have told us about after that is the Song of Seren, which from what I can tell is kind of like the Voice of Seren in Prifddinas, but will be across the whole of Runescape, and it's going to be 2 hours rather than 1 hour between each cycle. So it cycles between 4 different things every 2 hours, which is support, combat, gathering and artisan, which the support one boosts agility, dungeoneering, slayer and thieving, XP, so you get 1.5 times XP rather than, oh, it's got a key to the crossing, now nice. I love this task, such a good task. So you get the 1.5 times XP rather than double like you would on a double XP weekend, so it's kind of like a double XP weekend but not quite as good. So with this, the support one, you get no XP for dying in dungeoneering, which is kind of useful if you want to just rush through and suicide, I suppose, if you're dungeoneering a team. Could be pretty cool. It's a shame they don't give double tokens, but tokens aren't really a problem anymore with the elite dungeons. You get them really fast. So you get an increased loot and chance of getting totems while safe cracking, which will just give you a bit more GP per hour, and I suppose it gives you a bit more XP if it fills up your loot bag quicker and you hand that in for XP. So it's a little bit quicker, I guess, but mostly that'll be a bit more GP. And all your Slayer tasks, this one is going to be brilliant for me. I love doing Slayer. all your tasks are counted as VIP. You get a choice of 2 tasks. If you don't like your one, you can have the other one, and you don't even have to waste any Slayer points. But even if you do waste Slayer points, you essentially get to choose from 4 tasks for the price you'd normally get to charge from 2, which is sweet. So for the combat one, you'll get the 1.5 times XP in attack, constitution, defense, magic, prayer, ranged, strength, and summoning. There's quite a couple of cool ones in here as well. You get +1 on all charm drops. So for most, oh my god, my prayer nearly dropped there. It is hard to do this, Slayer in this at the same time, whilst reading kind of through their updates. So you get +1 to all your charm drops, which is quite cool for most Slayer tasks, where you'll be like Water Fiends, where you get 1 task, 1 charm a go. You'll get 2, so it's kind of double charms, but not quite for some tasks. They've reduced the cost of instances for bosses. They haven't said by how much, but I'd imagine it'd be like 10%, maybe 25% at most. I can't imagine it'd be a massive thing, but you know, it reduces the overheads if you're going to go and do a bit of PvM, which I guess is always nice. And you also get 1 auto resurrection to full health per run in Elite Dungeons. So if you do Elite Dungeons and you're prone to dying, that one's a winner for you. So for the gathering, they are including in that divination, farming, fishing, hunter, mining, and woodcutting. So you get a 10% chance with this to not deplete any resources you're doing harvesting on the Uncharted Isles, which I guess is cool. It means your islands that you're on will last a little bit longer before you have to find a new island. Training hotspots in the Hall of Memories don't move as often, which is it's quite nice. I can say it makes it a bit more AFK if you're AFKing, but if you're doing that, then you should be 2-ticking anyway. So I guess you don't have to run around so much, which is pretty sweet. And you get 10% more beans from selling items in player-owned farms. So I guess if you're doing player-owned farms, save up all your items now and smash them all in when it gets to a gathering hour, or gathering 2 hours, sorry, on the Seren weekend. The last category is the artisan category, which includes cooking, construction, crafting, fire making, fletching, herb lore, rune crafting, and smithing. Jesus, there's a lot of skills involved in that one. So this one you have a reduced chance of burning food, which doesn't include Iron Men. Sorry, any Iron Men. I guess don't just wear cooking gauntlets and you'll be cool. You have a 2.5% chance to save a secondary ingredient while making potions. Again, this is Iron Men are excluded, which is a bit of a bummer. I'm surprised on that one because that's not really a massive benefit. I suppose it does help, but it's not a huge thing. And it increases the spawn rate of nodes, and you get double points in Runespan. So the artisan one, I'd say they're pretty underwhelming kind of bonuses you get for that. But the main one is the 1.5 times in the XP of those skills. So if you want to do it efficiently, I guess choose a skill from each category that you want to do, and you can kind of just rotate around depending on what the Song of Seren, I want to say Voice of Seren, but the Song of Seren is on at that point in time. So after that, they have teased their big update. They haven't said really anything at all on what it's going to be over the summer, just that it's a big update. So it could be anything from maybe like another world event. That would be pretty cool. I kind of missed or didn't really participate in the first 2 world events, but you know, another world event would be a cool thing. I would be up for that. That just came to me then. I hadn't even thought about that when I was planning trying to think about what it could be. Other thing maybe is maybe a new boss, maybe a new Grandmaster quest. Unlikely, but it could even be a new skill. But they haven't really said anything about that, other than that they're teasing it. So you know, get hyped and hope that it delivers and not underwhelming. And they have their usual selection of like micro transaction stuff. So you got your treasure hunter thing. So if you do participate and buy treasure hunter keys, I don't really know if anyone does, but if you do, then they're going to have some stuff to go with the Song of Seren. Kind of rotates the 2 hours and gives you stuff related to those skills and throughout the 2 hours that those skills are active. So I mean, if you want to buy some keys and get involved with that, go ahead. I suppose if you do, there's a link in my description to buy keys, but you know, I don't think many people do. I'm sure some people do, otherwise Jagex wouldn't do it. Oh, look at that, another key to the crossing. So that pretty much concludes it for this video. I hope that you've enjoyed this and kind of explained what I'm expecting from the updates for May. If you have enjoyed watching this, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you get notified of all my other videos and any future content. Please comment below what you think of what they've teased for their updates for May, what you think is going to be the best update, and let me know what you think they could be planning for that big summer update that they're telling us about but not telling us about. There's also links in my description for my Discord and Twitter. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.